Thank you very much for the Prince Valiant reference. For those of you who don't know, I had to have a ridiculous mullet in 1997 and ride around on a horse and do very silly things with mechanical crocodiles. I think some of it's on YouTube as well. I've got a couple of things coming up. I'm waiting to finalise a film called Tribes of October. The director is ill, unfortunately, so we've been put back to the 5th of October, and it might clash with, if it pushes any further, it might clash with shooting this again. And but before that I'm doing a British film called Flutter, about gambling. So.
Which of your characters do you like or dislike the most?
What about your character?
Yeah, what about your characters you like or dislike the most?
So let's just pick one person to answer that. Is there someone?
Says what she's thinking, even if it's not always a really good idea. I like that she kind of, jumps in and gets involved, even though it usually gets her into trouble. But she really means well. What do I not like about her? Well, if Charlene and the creators had written her as non-natural blonde, I would be spending a lot less time at the hair salon, getting my roots retouched. My hair would be probably a little bit longer because it's gradually getting shorter as the ends break off because I'm a fake blonde, obviously. But aside from that, Suki and I get along great.
Hi. I was wondering if the love triangle between Eric, Suki, and Bill is going to play out on screen as it does in Charlene's novels.
Yes.
Who are you asking?
Everybody to the right of the creator.
Okay, well, Anna, do you want to try this one? Yeah, can you repeat it?
How has your portrayal of the character been influenced by the books?
Well, I read the books rapidly to try to know as much as I could about the part while I was auditioning, because I really wanted it, and I wanted to know as much as I could. And I felt that the Suki that was on the page in the script was very much like the Suki in the books. So at this point, it's kind of hard to unmarry the two. I don't know, it's sort of tricky because I guess also that comes down to what was my interpretation of the Suki on the page in the books versus the Suki on the page in the script, and then what I did with that and what the directors and all the input. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know, it's sort of hard to tell, to really give a good answer on that at this point.
Does anyone else feel strongly about that, about how the book influenced you at all?
Well, I think in general, I read the first 5 books before we started season 1. It's obviously great to learn a bit about the character, but at some point you need to kind of make him or her your own and take control of the character and kind of leave the book behind you. You have a path and you just stick to it. But it's obviously fantastic to have that before you start a project. To have at that point 8, now 9 books to read and collect information about your character.
And also, one thing about our writers and Alan specifically, I think that is incredible is that every time they give you something to play and they see you play it and that works, they then think, well, it seems anyway, that they think, if we've seen him do that, or her do that, what if we put them in a completely different place? And so we see them, if we've seen them react to this, how are they going to react to that? And by that, we sort of get all these different colours that you, as the audience, get to, you know, like or dislike, and it becomes much more complex to play, I think.
All right, let's go on to another question.
Look, I was curious how much more of a handful Jessica's going to be for Bill.
As much as they'll let me.
Question is for both Alan and Alexander. Alan, thank you for creating gay characters with dimension and not caricatures, by the way. I want to know about the dynamic between Eric and Lafayette and Eric and Goddard.
Well, obviously they're all gay lovers. And they spend the summers together in Fire. I think the dynamic between Eric and Lafayette is one of, I think obviously Lafayette is terrified, scared to death of Eric, and with good reason. And Eric is intrigued by Lafayette and may have plans for him in the future, which we will find out about.